Hello and welcome to No Man's Sky, everyone. My name is Faizanhaiderali and you're watching Puppet of Mistakes. So, I have played this game for almost 330 hours now, and I have to say, I'm still learning. But with the new patch coming in, a lot of new updates coming in, with the new expedition coming in, the game has been promoted a lot, and a lot of new players are coming in the game, which is a really good thing. And at the same time, the things that I've learned in my past 300 hours of playing this game, I thought maybe I'll share a little bit of that with the new players who are trying to come into the game and maybe a bit overwhelmed, or maybe they would miss something while playing the game. And I feel like maybe there are certain things that maybe you should know about while progressing the game. Of course, like there's no hard and fast rule, and there is no like all the things that I'm going to mention, they're not in specific order, like you need to notice this first or that first. All of these things have their own importance. So, um, let's begin. First of all, I have to say, when you start a game for No Man's Sky, the first thing that I would always think about is finishing the storyline, because storyline is there for a reason. And one of the most important things, that the reasons why you need to finish the storyline, is because without finishing the storyline, you cannot visit the purple planets, which are one of the reasons why a lot of people are playing the game now. So, another thing, once you finish the storyline, you will get all the glyphs that you need to use the portals. Third thing, once you finish the storyline, you will get a lot of modules while finishing the storyline, which you need to sustain in No Man's Sky for your exosuit, whether it's for your starship, whether it's for your multi tool, and also you will be able to get freighter. So, these are a few reasons why I feel like it is very important to finish the storyline. What are the next things that we will be talking about in this video? So, we will be talking about finishing the storyline, which we have already talked about, and then we will get into nanites, which is one of the currencies, making units, which is another form of currency, and then we will also touch modules, base building, multi-tool, exosuit, starship, freighter a little bit, exocraft a little bit, and then exploration. So let's begin. When we talk about nanites and units, both of these currencies would be really important early on in the game, because you need nanites to buy modules or upgrade your starship, or upgrade your multi-tool from an A class to B, sorry, from C class to B class to an A class to an S class, if you haven't already found a higher level of multi-tool or starship. Or a lot of times you can find really nice starships which are C class, but when you upgrade them to S class, they become OP. So, for example, Pillar of Titan, when I got it, was S class. But okay, sorry. So this is one of the multi tools that I got. Um, pa- 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 pa. I think it's this one. Yep. So this one was E class, I believe. Sorry, A class, and it had 3 supercharged slots together. And then I upgraded it to S class, and I got 4. So, and to upgrade that, I needed either nanites. I need 50,000 nanites to upgrade it from A class to S class, or you could use one of the memory tools, which is for later on in the game. So we are not going to touch about that. But you need nanites to upgrade your multi-tool, your starship, buy modules, and a few other things. But these are the most important things. Units, you need units to actually purchase starship, a normal starship, not a Sentinel starship. A normal starship you can purchase using units. You can purchase a lot of materials from Galactic terminal. Galactic terminals you can also put in your base, like I have one over here, or you can go to any space station and you can purchase items from that space station for that system. So every system will have different value for different item depending on the currency. Sorry, the trade value. You can also sell your stuff to get more units. You can buy stuff using units as well. You also have Quicksilver, but we're not going to get into it because that is something for, you can say, like mid game to end game, which is not really important right now for the progression of the game. Okay, so how do you make nanites and units? You can make nanites and units by doing missions, which is the most easiest thing. You can go to different space station, or you can go to even anomaly. Like for example, let's go. So we can go to the anomaly. Over here we can, sorry, Nexus. Not anomaly. So once you are in anomaly, you can go to this cube, Nexus, and you can do missions. So from here, you can get nanites, you can get frigid modules, which will be important for your freighter, but we're not going to talk about that right now. You can even get Quicksilver, which is the currency you get. You can only get from here and expeditions. And sometimes you can also get units over here, like for example over here it's giving you units and nanites. Okay, so this is one of the ways you can get units and nanites. Also, while we are here, so that we don't have to come back over here again, when you're doing your base building, you need to unlock a lot of items. Without unlocking the items, you cannot do base building. So the storyline will actually help you come over here and unlock a lot of things. I believe it's up to you what you feel is more important, which parts you should be looking into unlocking first. I personally think unlocking technology is really important, which should be your first priority. Transportation, you can leave it for later. It's not really important, but if you're gonna go for underwater base building and whatnot, I would highly suggest get this Nautilon chamber, because that is going to unlock your submarine. So this will be really important for you. Next, I would definitely highly recommend unlocking aquatic construction, because now with the new update, the depths of water that you can go to is, I mean, I have touched about 1400 units, which is quite deep, but I'm sure like there are planets where you can go even deeper than that. And the rest, I personally prefer, okay, for industrial modules will be really important for your base building. That would be my priority. Wall switches I haven't unlocked yet, but for the end game it will be useful to make your base much more cleaner and to conserve energy as well. But the most important are on your left side. All of these will be really important for you. Agriculture is, I would say, mid to end game. It's not really that important right now, but when you do expeditions, when you do storyline, you will unlock a few of them anyways. Next, I believe personally the most important one that I wanted to unlock was storage and large preferables, because large preferables make your base building very easy. You can just put in cylindrical room or square room. There's not much of a hassle. It's basically like a pre-built rooms which are there for you to construct. For initial base building, this is good enough. So I would highly recommend you unlock this section first. And then we are not going to touch too much on unlocking like multi-tool technologies and whatnot, but I would highly recommend for multi-tool, unlock everything. It's your choice of what kind of weapon you prefer. One of the most famous weapons out there are Pulse Splitter, Neutron Cannon, and Bolt Caster. These are one of the most famous weapons out there. I personally use Pulse Splitter for my Sentinel multi-tool, and for my staff, I use Neutron Cannon. Neutron Cannon has the highest damage at the moment in the game, and Pulse Splitter is a lot of fun. Other than that, from this right side, I would recommend you unlock all of it. Why don't I have unlocked this? Okay. Next. So this is where you would need nanites as well. Unlocking components and devices. When you're doing your storyline, you will unlock a lot of it. But still, whatever is left, I believe this whole component device section is really important for your progression, and I would unlock every one of them. For valuables, the most important that I have find for myself at the moment is lubricant and glass. The rest you will unlock automatically when you're doing some missions. So I wouldn't worry too much about unlocking them straight away. The most important thing is component and devices. This is something that you will still unlock a lot of it during the missions, during the expeditions. But if you want to just do them fast, it would really help. So you unlock your exocraft over here. I would recommend you unlock all of it. It just saves the hassle. But at the same time, you need nanites for it. And then we come over here for the starship. Even for the starship, I recommend you unlock every single thing except for the weapons. The weapons, personally, everybody loves infra knife accelerator. So this is one of the most famous weapons out there. Rest, some people like phase beam, some people don't. I personally prefer rocket launcher as my secondary weapon, so I use infra knife as my main weapon. And because if your weapon is not completely maxed out, sometimes your weapon will overheat. So you can use your secondary weapon. So I use Infrarex as my main weapon, and just before the whole thing is done, I use one rocket launcher to finish the game. Other than that, on your left side, I would prefer you unlock every single thing. And then, last but not least, your multi-tool. Sorry, exocraft. Exosuit. For exosuit, I would recommend you unlock every single thing straight away. If you have nanites for it, just unlock every single thing that you can. The only, you can say, more or less not so important thing over here is the translator. Other than that, every single thing I feel is going to be important, and a lot of it you will unlock when you are doing your storyline. So don't worry about it. And you can use this section over here to upgrade your exosuit as well. All right. So this was Nexus for us, and there is a teleporter over here as well. And also, if you have like a lot of what do you call that, multi-tools, and you want to decommission any of your multi-tools, you can come over here and use this section over here to decommission your extra multi-tool. Bear in mind, when you decommission your multi-tool, all the technology that you have over here is going to be decommissioned as well. So if you want to keep any of the uh, technologies for yourself, I would recommend you store your technology in your starship, exosuit, or whichever um, place you can. At the moment, you have three options. You can save either on exosuit, starship, or freighter. So also, one more thing, if there is certain technologies which you cannot use on any other multi-tool, like for example, most multi-tool come with basic mine, which would be, for this one it would be, I believe, this one. But other than that, there will be a lot of them, they will come with probably one combat scope or analysis visor or personal force field. You cannot, I mean, even if you save them, they are useless because the new multi-tool you get will already have these three modules already in place. So what I will do is I will use dismantle this technology before I decommission this multi-tool. What it will do is, like for example, analysis visor will give you one carbon nanotube when you dismantle it, which is not so much, but at the same time it is not a waste of resources. So you save a little bit of resources by getting one carbon nanotube, or when you dismantle a carbon scope, combat scope, you get one ion battery and one wiring loom. You need wiring loom a lot whenever you are upgrading any technology. So wiring looms are very important in this game. Okay, so let's go down then. So next, how do you make units and nanites? One way was doing the missions. The same thing you can do on your space station as well. You can go to the space station and you can do missions and you will get. Another way to make nanites is by making a base around curious deposits. Okay, so on almost all planets, or many planets, I would say, you can find curious deposits, but you have to explore the planet. Sometimes you are lucky, sometimes you're not lucky. So if you're lucky and if you find curious deposits, build a base. Let me show you what curious deposits look like. You will find curious deposits in a lot of planets, and all planets will have a different design maybe of curious deposits, but the marker will be same. They will all look like balls, but at the same time, maybe the color will be a little bit different, maybe the size will be a little bit different, but they always come in balls, and they could be a number of balls. Sometimes you'll find 2 balls, 3 balls, 4 balls, 5 balls. The maximum that I've seen somebody posting is, I think, 32 balls. but it could be any number of balls in a single location. So when you find a location with curious deposits, build a base around it. So this is one of my locations for curious deposits. So over here I have 7 balls. I think, yep, 7 balls, and all of them are different size. So how do you know they are curious deposits? Your visor will tell you. So in your visor, curious deposits have 3 dots together, and it's yellow color always. And how do you make nanites from it? So you mine. When you farm it, it will give you runaway mold, and you can use those runaway molds, like I have over here 9,900. You can use your molds in your personal refiner or any refiner. So you put your runaway molds in your refiner, and then they convert into nanite clusters. So when you put these nanite clusters in your exosuit, it will convert into nanites. So that's how you make nanites from curious deposits. Okay, the second way for you to make nanites is by selling your modules. So any module that you don't need, you can sell those modules to get nanites. Like right now, these 2 modules that I have can give me a value of about 768 nanites. But you can only sell these modules on space station. So let's go to the space station and I'll show you. So the reason why you will sell some of your modules, is to get nanites, and at the same time, there are a lot of modules which you don't need. So instead of selling them for units, you rather sell them for nanites. Also, make sure that you remember. Okay, we came to Nexus. You can also sell your modules on Nexus as well, and also on space station. So if you want to sell your modules on Nexus, you go on the right side. You see, we were over there. Go on the right side. There are shops up on this ledge. You go up. Not this one, but this one can give you some resources as well. And then you will see over here this guy. You talk to this guy, the weird alien looking guy, and then you click on purchase upgrades. So at the moment I haven't seen this guy giving you S-class modules, so don't even bother buying any modules from him. But you can sell your modules. I have one rusted technology which you collect from fishing, and I can sell this. But you can see, like, there are a few modules that I could potentially sell, but I need them. But you can sell any module that you don't need. Like for me, I can sell this for 360 nanites, this for 708 nanite. Each module has its own value depending on the game, like how it has designed the value of each module. So this is another way of making nanites. Or you can even sell them at the shop to get units. So either way, it works. But I prefer to sell the modules for nanites, because it's much more harder to make nanites than units. Next, okay, yep. One of the most important things that an early game you should be doing is, if you are able to find any portal, every galaxy in every galaxy you must have one base around a portal. So for me at the moment, I think I have portal in 3 galaxies. And you should always name, so these are my bases. So where is it? Portal. There we go. Where did my base go? Okay. So as you can see, there's a portal over here. This is the last portal that we used during the expedition of Titan. So, building a base near a portal would be really crucial early on in the game, even if you don't have all the glyphs, because then later on you don't have to find or search for portals. Okay, so that is why it is really important to build a base around any portal that you find. If you find a portal, just build a base, even if you don't need to use it right now, because portals are going to help you move to different locations really fast. So I can come over here, I can use the glyphs, and then I can simply go to the exact planet that I need to go to really fast. So this is one of the reasons why we need to build a base near a portal. So there are 3 reasons why I normally build a base in No Man's Sky. 3 major reasons, I would say. So one is the portal. Okay, so if you find a portal, build a base straight away. Okay, build it as near as possible so that you don't have to search where the portal is. Second reason why I would want to build a base. Okay, so the second reason why I would build a base is if you can find this Sentinel hidden base. If you see this kind of base anywhere, try and build a base around that location, at least in a nearby location where you can see that there is a hidden Sentinel base. Why? Because number one, you can get a Sentinel multi-tool from here. I've already collected it, that's why you cannot see it right now, but over here you can get one multi-tool. And the second thing is, when you come to this location over here, so for me, okay, first thing you do is scan for the memory. So it is and then you just need to, what do you call that, solve this riddle, which is very simple. So 2 minus 1 is 1, so 1. 10 minus 6 10 minus 4 is 6, and then 7 plus 5 is 12. So 1, 6, and 12. Then you go to the main frame, and then you input override glyphs. So 1, 4, 6, and 8, and 12. And then you unlock it. So harmonic seal is the one that you need if you want to get the multi-tool. And then the second important thing that you can use this is to locate a dissonant spike. So dissonant spike you can use unlimited times. Every single time you use it, it is going to give you a location for a crashed Sentinel starship. This is one of the easiest way you can make units in the game. And always try and see if you can collect some more what do you call that stuff from these piles. Sometimes they give you tainted metals which are a bit hard to find, so and those are important currency in this game as well, but that is for later on. We're not going to touch on those at the moment. And then you go and locate the dissonant spike. There we go. The easiest way, because the fastest way to reach that is just go into the sky. When you have left the airspace, you look at that location and then you pulse drive. That's the fastest way to travel. Otherwise, inside the airspace, you cannot use your pulse. And as you can see, this is another crash starship. Point. Okay. So, to get this starship, you need there are 3 important things that you need if you want to collect this. So this is a C class. I will still take it, whether it is C class, A class, B class, it doesn't matter, because it is going to give you units when you decommission it. So it will give you some salvage class, which is really good, some Pagnium, really nice. But this hairline brain is one of the most important things that you need. You cannot unlock this without... What was that? Okay. Anyways, so you need to use this hairline brain to get a location for another Sentinel pillar, and then you have to convert it. So we'll do it together just to show you. But you cannot get this spike unless you have a few items. So one of the items that you need is, let me show you, there we go, inverted mirror. So you need one inverted mirror. You need a few, where is that? Where is it? There we go. You need some radiant shards, and then you need crystalline atlantium. Oh, Colonia. This was the ship. I think that's the pillar. Is it? Oh, that's the crash site. So there's the pillar. So you come to this pillar and then you press E, and then you have to present the brain. So once you present the brain, now you've got the harmonic brain. Another thing, if you are in a location like this and this is glowing, you can actually get an Atlantean multi-tool from here. So, but you need Atlantium for it. This is a bonus. And then you go back. You can use any option: close mind, open mind, leave. Except for leave. Do anything but leave. And then that's it. Oh, so we got something extra as well. But that means like it's not usual that you will get something extra. And then you inspect the ruin. And we've got a C-class Atlantium. It's not the best, but we will still take it because we are going to decommission it to get... Okay, so Atlantium multi-tool, when you decommission it, it gives you void nodes, which is a new currency relatively, and it is something which is for the end game or mid game. Not important if you're just starting off the game. So once we have our brain, we will go back to our mission. And then, where's the ship? We need to present the brain to the ship. If you're just starting off and you haven't found a Sentinel ship yet, this could be one of the ways. And if you can, if you haven't found the Sentinel ship, the first one, I would recommend you keep it for yourself. Because the Sentinel starship is much better than your normal starship. And then you present it and voila. So now you can compare it and then you can claim it. And once you decommission this Sentinel starship, you will get units. And we go to the space station to decommission it. And the same with multi-tool, we are going to use the same technique for the starship as well. So the technique that we are going to use is we are going to sell. Okay, right now you can see like I cannot dismantle this technology or this. Okay, I can. Let's go inside first. Come on, slowly but surely. here. There we go. And then we're gonna go all the way at the back. So to decommission your starship, you need to come to this location. But before we decommission it, first of all, we're gonna dismantle this. So we got one inverted mirror, which is huge, and 45 pagnium. We are gonna dismantle. What else can we dismantle? We can dismantle this. No, we cannot. So this is all that we can decommission. Keep this, and now we're gonna decommission. So once we decommission this, so with the new update, now you can actually, when you are decommissioning a starship, so you press 3 to begin salvage data, but it gives you two options. One, I can claim it as scrap, or you can break it into parts. But Sentinel starships, you cannot break into parts. You can only break into parts normal starships. And even in normal, I think you can only break 3 types of starships. But for this video's sake, we are only going to scrap it because we need units, and then claim this the scrap. Once you do it, we have successfully destroyed the starship, and then you can go to your galactic terminal, sell, and then you will see, first of all, starship AI valves. So you see, you can get about 24 million from selling it. So this is one of the things that we get from destroying our starship. And second thing that we get is spool of nano cables. We can sell this as well. And that's about it. So we made about 25 million from selling our starship. So that's one of the easiest ways to make money, make units in No Man's Sky. Other thing, now that we are in space station, you can buy modules or sell modules over here. You can sell any modules at any of these shops, but each shop is designated for a certain type of modules. Like for example, this one, you can only buy modules for your multi-tool. And we are actually looking for one module, but they don't have. And it is not necessary that you will be able to get all the all the modules S class or specific ones that you want from this space station. Sometimes this space station won't have the one that you want, so you have to go and find another one. You can also buy weapons from here, or the other side will be the rifle, I believe. No, both of them have pistol. Sometimes there will be rifle on this one and the pistol on the other one. Sometimes it's both pistols, sometimes it's both rifle. It's just your luck. You can buy modules from here for your exosuit, and it's always like this: exosuit, multi-tool, and then this one is spacecraft, your starship, and then exocraft. It's always like this. You can sell any modules to any of them, but you can only buy modules specific to the shop. So if it is Starship module, you can only buy Starship from here. You cannot buy Starship modules from here, but you can sell even the Starship modules over here, here, or here. Doesn't matter. Also, while we are here, it's important to know that you can always get some encrypted data from here for free. And also, I always recommend you try to have a good rating on your guild because it gives you free supplies. Like right now, I'm getting one Sentinel boundary map for free. I'm getting unstable plasma for free, and I'm getting about 2,500 ammunition for free. I don't have. Oh, and you improve your ranking by either donating. We can donate these three. No worries. And or you can do missions to improve your guild rating as well. So how do you improve your guild rating using missions? When you come over here, you can do to your mission agent. These are Corvax missions. So when you do Corvax mission, like over here also, you can either get nanites, nip. These rewards change with each mission with the passage of time. But any mission with the guild title on it, like for example, this one is a Corvax system, so missions will be Corvax related. So when you do this mission or this mission, you will improve your rating for Corvax as well. And when you do that, then you can collect more and more items, and each guild will give you different items as well. So that is important to know. So these were two reasons why I would build a base. Now the last reason why I would build a base is if you see my bases, most of them have, like this one is copper mine, this one is crystallized helium, over here sulfurion mine. So all of these bases, most of them, they have some sort of a mine over there, indium, copper. So that way I'm trying to get as many minerals, gases locked in for myself. So whenever I need, and one of the most important is manganese ferrite, because you need manganese ferrite, pure ferrite to build bases, and manganese ferrite can convert into pure ferrite. So this is one of the most important bases. Other than that, uh, you can name, like, okay, uranium is very important for your what do you call that, exosuit, the radiation protection. So to upgrade that or to recharge it, you need uranium or you need the ion battery. So but uranium, if you are mining it, so it's much more easier and you can keep a lot of it. So let's see one of these bases. Where we go, manganese ferrite. Another pro tip: whenever you build a mining base, one of the most important things in building a base is electricity. Okay, so this is one of the bases with my mine. It has already collected. Okay, so one of the important things that you need is electricity source. For me, I have a few solar systems over here. For me, it is good enough. If you want a regular base, then you should try and have electricity in your near your base. So what do I mean by that? You should use your visor and look for power survey mode. When you go for power survey mode, it will show you electromagnetic power nearby. So about 300 units from here, there is a hotspot proximity for electromagnetic power. Ideally, you would want to have that. Okay, so that would be around 200 to 300 units in this direction. If you can go over there, place an electromagnetic power, which would be like this. When you come over here, electromagnetic generator. So you can put your electromagnetic generators over there, connect them with the wiring, and bring electricity to your base. That will be consistent electricity for your base. But for me, this works fine because I'm not gonna stay on this planet. I just want to come over here, collect my storage, and then just leave. And that is why having solar panels with a little bit of battery, like I have a few batteries over here, is completely fine. Because then I can do this and I can just leave on my starship. So that was base building. We have already covered the multi-tool, starship, the exosuit. Now, once you are doing your missions, you will get your freighter. Okay, maybe it will be, if you are lucky, it will be an A class, B class. It doesn't matter. Whatever class it is, as long as you have a freighter, it's good enough. You can call it wherever you are. And the reason why a freighter is could be handy or important is because of a few things. First of all, you can actually do crafting on your freighter. You can put storage on your freighter. And you can also do missions. So you can send your freighter to do missions. You go to the navigator and you ask him what kind of missions he have, view potential expeditions, and you can send your frigates to do missions or expeditions for you. So this way you can actually get a lot of materials, some new technologies sometimes for your freighter as well, and a lot of things. Also, with the new update, you can actually store the collection of your starships. Like right now, I have a lot of S class starships stored in my hangar. But once you put them in your hangar, you cannot use them. So this is one of the things. Make sure when you're putting any starship in your storage in your hangar, you have removed every single thing from its cargo, because whatever will be in the cargo is going to be destroyed. Next, on your freighter, you can always have your teleporter. You can have some farming, like I have a lot of farming up ahead as well. This is my farming. You can have mine, so it is collecting space gas. And then you can have one of the important things that you can have over here is planetary probe. So with the planetary probe, you can actually collect all the data of all the planets in the system you are in right now. It will tell you like what kind of a system it is, what minerals or what kind of resources you can potentially see. Okay. And then you can have your science guy over here to do some researches which will be important for you to progress. You can put your appearance modifier. You can put your multi-tool rack, which is a new thing in the new update, so you can store your multi-tools as well. Like I have a few multi-tools over here, and then you can store. Next, this is my science guy, I think. And then this is my storage. And then you can have a lot of refiners. I have a lot of refiners because that's how I make a lot of nanites using my curious deposits. And then this is our fleet command center. This is for all the expeditions that I'm going to be sending my starship on, my squadron on. Hello. And then I have this galactic terminal over here as well. So there are a lot of things that you can do with your freighter. This was just a little bit of base tour for my freighter. You can upgrade your freighter from here. You can put in parts. You can add storage. You can do a little bit of customization. So there are a few things that you can do over here. So now that we are done with freighter, let's do a little bit of recap. So first things first, you need to finish your storyline. Second thing, how to make nanites and how to make units. For nanites, you need to do missions. You can sell modules. You can harvest curious deposits. And also, one thing that I missed, you can also fish to make nanites. How you make nanites using fishing is after you have done your fishing, when you release the fish back in the sea, it will give you nanites. Another thing, getting modules. So, you can get your modules by killing sentinels, buying from the space station, or buying from pirate space stations. Base building. There are three important reasons why I make a base. One is for mining. Number two, for portals. Number three, for hidden pirate colony. The rest is up to you. If you find a nice location, you want to put a base over there. Yes, it's all about fun in the end, right? Next, about multi-tool, exosuit, and starship. You can, at the start of the game, you can get any multi-tool, any exosuit, or any starship. The idea is to have decent modules on your multi-tool, exosuit, and starship. The freighter, we have already seen. My freighter is very basic, it's very simple. That's about it. In the end, the game is all about exploration. You don't, it's not a hard and fast game. You don't need to stress yourself of missing out on something. Even if you miss out on something, it's fine. You can get those things from other later on in the game. There will be 101 multi-tools out there which will be, if not as good, better than the one that you have. so you're not missing out. There are a lot of videos every day being released by some really good content creators who are sharing their finds, and you can simply just go to their locations and you can find really nice multi tools, really nice starships, and you will just keep on growing. In the end, the community is amazing, everybody is really helpful. You can contact me on Discord, the link will be below. I can assist you with if you need some assistance. We can play together. A lot of times I'm playing with the community that I built while streaming, and those people, they came in, joined my game, and they were very helpful. They taught me. So the community is really good and really nice. If you are feeling bored of playing alone, you can always come to Nexus, turn on your multiplayer from networks, enable it, and then you will see people coming in on Nexus. And then once that happens, a lot of times, if you don't have any tools or any technology that you need, you can just come over here and wait for people to appear. Like you see this guy appear, you can invite him, you can talk to him, and you can ask them that you want something. A lot of times community is very helpful. You can simply become a space beggar just by sitting. This is one of the things that I learned recently, that if you sit over here, okay, gestures, need resources, you can ask for resources. Or you can just sit down. If you sit down over here near the cube, it means that you are a space beggar. So if anybody wants to dispose of something, people will just come and just give you resources. See, that guy is also sitting, so he need resources as well. So this is a little bit of fun activity that people can do, and we can give him something. Maybe, what's his name? Let's find out what's his name first. Who is he? Fengi. Okay, let's give him something just for fun's sake. What can we give him? Let's give him okay, we'll give him fish pie. Give to Fenji. Enjoy. So that's about it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me on the video, on the Discord. If I have missed something, please do highlight in the comments below, because people can learn a lot. I mean, everybody is here to learn. Everybody is here to teach each other. We are all having fun. It's a very chill game. And I love it. I love it. Even with all the glitches recently, we are all just having fun. So enjoy and have a good day.